Hello there. We need your help. Click on apple number 3. Have another go. You are really improving.
Hello, and welcome to the EduFeArn EduGames walkthrough tutorial. In order to launch the application, the first thing you need to do is locate the EduFeArn EduGames application on your desktop. Double-click on the application. You'll be greeted by a loading page, and in order to enter the application, you'll need to press any button. Once the screen is loaded, you will be entered into the home page of the EduFeArn EduGames application. The EduFeArn EduGames are interactive e-learning activities for foundation phase, namely grades R1, 2 and 3, completely aligned to the CAPS curriculum and in all the official languages in South Africa. We also cover every single subject in foundation phase, namely mathematics, life skills, and language. On the home page, you have a number of different options. The first option is you can choose an avatar. You can look at the different avatars and select one that you would like to use. On the home page, we've got a number of buttons in the right-hand panel here. The home button is to take you back to this page, which is the home screen. The back button will always take you back to the previous screen that you are on. The teacher's guide will take you to a downloadable PDF, which will have the entire teacher's guide for you. The help button will take you to a menu where you can either see the icons, and we've got a full key on every single icon within the application. You can also go to any videos and see how to use the application. We also have a user manual that is downloadable from the application, and this is the user manual. And it will have, and you could print it and use it and always refer back to it to see exactly what the user features are. We also have a game, which I'll show you guys later on how to do, and we can exit the application. So if I go back to the home screen, I can choose any language. For this demonstration, I'm going to first show you English. So once I select English, it will take me to all the grades that are available for foundation phase. Let's go into grade R, and it will show me all the subjects that are applicable for grade R, namely mathematics, life skills, and language. I'll go into mathematics, and I'll have a number of different activities following the annual teaching plan from the Department of Basic Education in South Africa. So if I had to randomly choose an activity, if I go to activity 8 and I go count lily pads.
Welcome to the Frog River. Count the colored lily pads on the river. Press on the right number.
As you can hear, every single activity has audio because the learners may not be ready to read at that time, and it will also have mother tongue audio. In the top right here, you can see there's a hovering button, which is Show Me. If I click on the Show Me button,
count the colored lily pads on the river. Press on the right number.
It will tell me what I have to do in the activity. So if I see, now I've got 2 lily pads, and if I do it incorrect,
that's not right. Try again.
And if I do it correct,
I am impressed. Count the colored lily pads on the river. Press on the right number.
And now if it's 3,
I am impressed. Count the colored lily pads on the river. Press on the right number.
what we've also got is on the screen is you've got the home and back button again. But now if you press the teacher's guide, what you can do is you can see the content area and the topic. So it shows exactly where it fits within the South African CAPS curriculum. And the teacher's printed guide that they will have will also show them exactly where they have to learn and what they have to do on that topic, and will give a bit of a description to either the parent or the teacher. We've also got some AR features, which I'll show a bit later. We've also got, you can restart the activity and do it from the beginning. You can start the activity if you want to skip the audio. You can pause the audio, you can mute the audio, and you can replay the audio.
Count the colored lily pads on the river. Press on the right.
So now if I do 2.
Well done. You have completed the lesson. Select the restart button to try the lesson again, or select the back button to choose another activity.
Now I get a mark for the activity. So I will have 3 stars here. So I'll tell you what these badges are for later, and I get to see how much the percentage I got for the activity. So now I am able to redo the activity, or I can restart the activity, or I can go back to see other lessons. I have collected 3 badges now. I will show you what these badges are for in a minute. So now I want to show you what other buttons we have here. So as you can see, now we've got a results display. So if I click on the results display, I can see how a learner is progressing in each of the activities. Firstly, I can see what their mark is, and then I can deep dive, and I can see that they've done 10 attempts on this activity, they've completed it once, and they've passed it once, and they've failed it twice. The time spent on the last attempt, how long they spent on the activity. If a learner does not complete an activity completely, it is counted as a fail. And now I can see exactly how they're doing in each of the topics as per the CAPS curriculum, and where their strengths and weaknesses are in mathematics. If I go back, let me show you some of the AR features. If I go to activity 5. So in mathematics,
Hello there. Can you find the pets?
In mathematics, when you are showing learners about spatial objects, of whether are they in front, are they behind, it's very difficult to see them on a 2D image. It's even difficult to see it on a piece of paper as well, never mind on a screen. So that's where the AR comes in and assists. So if I do this activity...
Around the room, which pet is in front of the table?
So over here, it's very difficult to see. Is the cat in front of the table? Is the bunny in front of the table? Is the dog in front of the table? So if I click on the AR button, I now get a 3D model that I can see exactly what I'm looking for. So I want to see who is in front of the table. So let me rotate and see where they are. Oh, okay, I can see the cat is in front of the table. And now I can click on the cat.
Which pet is behind the swing?
And we've got very different AR features to help recognizing space and shape and where objects are in relation to each other. Another feature that we have, if I go back to the home screen, is we've got a game. So this game, I've got 2 lives and I've got 6 badges. So this is where the badges come in. So now I get to play the game. And I can play the game, and then when I die, I have to go back to the lessons and get above 66% in order to get more badges, in order to be able to get more lives to play the game. So once I've run out of lives, there I died again, and now I have to go back to the lessons to get some more badges to use to buy lives for the game. If I go back to the interactive lessons, home screen, I can also then go to Zulu, which is Ibanga in grade R, Izibalo, and I've got the same activity.
Sawubona, sidinga usizo lwakho. Ungasisiza sikhe ama-aphula? Cindezela enombolweni ye-aphula yesibili. Zama futhi. Uzokwazi. Wenze kahle. Cindezela enombolweni ye-aphula yokuqala. Wenze kahle. Cindezela enombolweni ye-aphula yesithathu.
Let me go into another language to show you. So if I go into Afrikaans, we've got grade R, Wiskunde, and now we've got the same activities in mother tongue.
Hallo daar, ons het jou hulp nodig. Kan jy ons help om appels te kies? Druk op appel nommer 2.
So if I do it incorrect,
Ag nee, dink mooi en probeer weer.
so maybe I need to show myself.
Druk op appel nommer 1.
And then I can continue to go through the activity.
Mooi gedink. Druk op appel nommer 1. Knap gedaan. Druk op appel nommer 3. Knap gedaan. Jy het die les voltooi. Kies die speel weer knoppie om die les te herhaal. Of kies die terug knoppie om 'n ander les te kies.
So thank you for your time, and this is the EduFeArn EduGames